Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Now look what is going around. She's the mother of the two boys. There was the wake, what do you call it? The viewing yesterday. And while they were viewing his body, the other son, him, died. He was shot and killed. He was part of that particular movement in Barbados, like gang life. And they're saying that he and Born a Man are actually on the same team. And Born a Man made a statement last Sunday. Remember when he drove through the city and he drove to show his dominance? He didn't really drive through to do anything much, but they're looking, Born a Man, they're saying, is looking to take out two people. And I had that running guy. I had him, and there's another guy. I'm going to do a separate blog so that I can have the information right in front of me. But yeah, her name is here, Ancilla Brathwaite. This is her name. Let me show you her again. This is her name. And I just want to tell you guys, you're taking a risk when you have children. They imprint on you, yes. There's an imprint, and at a certain point they know, well, I came through this particular person, and this particular person has like fed me and planted some kisses and, you know, squeezed me and made me feel really safe and good. But at a certain point that wears off, and the only thing you have going for you when that particular sensation has worn off, when they become like maybe 14, 15-ish, and it wears off, all of what you're saying to them, the domestication, which is a curse. It's a curse when you have to domesticate anything. Okay, you're taking them out of their natural way of being, and you're telling them you have to be this way if you want to remain in this particular place. This is the way you're supposed to behave. It's like domesticating a dog. It's a wolf. You have a wild animal, and you domesticate them to the point where they're now in your beds. They're now they hop on your beds, and you have to buy food for them, and you walk behind them and pick up their shit. That is what you are doing in this world. You have turned everything around, and it's really it's a curse, and you have taken it to a new level. You have taken curses to a new level, walking behind a dog and picking up its shit. Are you kidding me? I see it almost every day. People do that, and that thing boils in my stomach. But let's get back to Ancilla. That's her name. Let me see her name again. Yeah, Ancilla. Yeah, Ancilla. Yes. You have to be very careful when you're having children, because domestication, the process of domestication, it wears off. It is going to wear off after a while, and the only thing you have going for you is the fact that they imprinted on you, and they know, well, I cannot go to her for honey, you know, to get my, you know, so I cannot go to her. That's my imprinter. I came through that portal. They call the mothers here on this earth, in this domain. It's a mother. It's mom, mommy. I can't really take her out because, you know, you can't really, you know, like take out your own mother. It looks bad in this particular domain. The only thing, the female who has expelled a tremendous amount of energy, you just do not understand the amount of energy it takes to bake a child and to push it out. You don't understand. Then the regular books will tell you have to actually look at the science of these things. You have to go deep and look. You have to search out like special books and listen to doctors who are going to speak to this. It takes a tremendous amount of energy for a female to have a child, and then for the child to turn around and disrespect the female and become a gangster. And then they're saying that this one didn't interfere with anyone. He wasn't really in the one that was taken out via the the collision with the bus. This one, Kevon, they're saying that he wasn't a troublemaker, but I need to see the Akashic records on that, please. Please, when you have a chance, just send me the Akashic records on Kevon, because if you're born in Barbados, you're walking on blood of your ancestors. You are dancing on their graves. You are disrespecting your ancestors. When you are born in a place like Barbados, it's almost as though you are sealed with a million zillion curses. It seems that way. You have to work much harder, much harder than people maybe in other places, not places that were wrecked by slavery, but other places that didn't touch those places that much. And parents, if a parent in Barbados is smart, if you are a parent in Barbados and you have anything going on in your head when your child leaves school, secondary school, you would tell them, leave the island, go to somewhere else and study. Don't go to UWI. Do not go there. You're still on the island. I want you to go to college, but leave the island. Get off this island. Go to Canada. Go to Canada. Come up to the United States. Go to somewhere. You don't want to go to Europe per se with the colonizers, but go somewhere else other than Barbados to expose yourself to other children, to other people who came from different parts of the world. Okay, South Koreans are probably like the best people. The best. I'm telling you, I've been around them. They're probably some of the smartest kids, young people you could ever associate with. And just send your kids off the island of Barbados. Plan for that. If you have a child in Barbados, you've done the child an injustice, a black child, African child, black child. And the most and the best you can do for that child is when it finishes high school, send them off the island for further education. Do it, because having a visa, a student visa, may be easier to come by than a permanent visa. Send them off somewhere to study where other international students are, and you would have done your job as a parent. You cannot have your kids a language on the streets, riding on bikes, shooting up the place, robbing old women, 99-year-old elderly. That's elderly. She's on borrowed time. You're on borrowed time when you reach 99. You cannot have your kids saying, I'm a different breed. You know, I don't care about no one. I just wanted to get some money and I just wanted to fill my stomach with food. You cannot have your kids doing that shit. You cannot have your kids in Barbados thinking that way and being that way. Let them leave the island. Afford them that. Because if you were prepared, you probably wouldn't have had them in Barbados in the first beginning. If you were actually thinking it, you were actually smart. But you're not. You're not. But after you've had the child, sometimes something will wake up in you. There's a wake-up call. Okay, I have this human that I have to take care of. I have to do my best. There's a wake-up call. And at that point, you should be saving your pennies. You should be saving some sort of money and looking at grants and programs. Look, you should, when they are young, you should be checking out, well, what is there out there that I can put his name in, put her name in, so that she can be a part of a program where grants are offered to third world, fourth world countries, so that my child can be exposed to different ideas and around different students from different parts of the world. And you're gonna see that they will wake up. It's a shock. It's a shock for your child when they start to interact with people who are not Barbadians. It will be a cultural, a societal, it will be all kinds of, it is shocking to hear what other people, their ages, what other students, what other young people, their ages, say what those other children have experienced how they move around the world, going from classes here and places here. And they too come from poor families, but their families saved for them to have that widening, that breadth, that broadening of their mindscape, so that their children are aware of the world. You cannot have a child and have it come up in Barbados. You cannot have a child and when it leaves school, have it language in Barbados. Okay? You cannot. If you do, see the result? You see this, right? You see this. This should be a photo that goes up on all failed parenting. All parenting that has failed, this should go up on a platform. And if you want to see what the results of failed parenting, right here. Okay? And I'm not here to congratulate or condolences or I'm not about that. You made your bed. You made your bed. You need to lay in it. You need to, and you need, if you have grandchildren, and I'm hearing that he was holding the daughter of him when he was shot. I'm hearing that he had a child in his arms. If you have grandchildren, you need to impart some knowledge. Do not have any children around here. Do not bring any children to walk on the graves of the ancestors. The ancestors are not happy with what is happening. They're not happy, okay? And the spirit of that unhappiness has engulfed young people in Barbados. It's all out civil war. All out, okay? It's not going to get any better. You have to become what you want to see in Barbados. You have to become what you want to see in Barbados. And having children, that's a curse. I've already said that. It's a curse, and not being prepared to raise them well. That's a curse on a curse. You're sliding downwards. You are sliding downwards. If you know that something is a curse and you're walking up in it, what do you expect? What do you expect? It takes a very intelligent soul to say, I'm not bringing any children into this world. What? To become slaves? To go and have to work for somebody to make money, and me telling them you have to leave home at this certain time because I've supported you and all that, all of that jazz. You don't want to be doing that. You need to plan it. It needs to be planned, and you guys don't plan things. You guys say, oops, it's here, so what next? It has to be planned. But no matter the unplanning and the oops thing, make sure that when that child reaches 17, 18, you have money. You have money for a ticket, a student visa, and you have money to send that child somewhere to get them off the island so that they have great exposure and talk to other students from other countries. And the students will tell them what they think about them. And, when they say, I'm from Barbados, they'll hear a mouthful. They will hear a mouthful, okay? But it is opening, it will open them up. It's going to open them up. It's not prejudice, it's not racist, it's just an opening, and you need it. If a child is born in Barbados, they need that opening outside. They need to cross the oceans and go to another country and get opened up, have their brain opened up with how people think. Whether you consider it truth or not, that's neither here or there. But they need to have their minds opened as to how the world is looking at them, how the world is seeing you. Okay? Yeah, so that's it for this. He is going to be buried today. she has to plan his funeral, and hopefully when he is having the viewing, nobody shoots up the place, hopefully. And yeah, that's it for this. Ancilla Brathwaite. And then she has to bury this one here now, Rashawn Brathwaite. And he was Kevon Romario Forde. Okay, seems though he had one dad and he had another dad. That's the way it happens. That's the way it happens. That's the way it happens. All kind of people be baking inside people's stomachs and all kinds of whatever. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.